Good morning, Stavros Tousios for M4Markets. Then we have a look at Nasdaq and also dollar against the Swiss franc. Here's why we're looking at Nasdaq, guys. There is actually quite a few things that we need to take into account. First of all, the fact that we've re-entered the channel, which we talked about. We talked about how important these sort of getting a winning side finally out of this range would be important, and we now actually got that breakout to the downside, as you can see, and we went up, and on the way up, okay, we have found resistance at the base channel, along with that, of course, being the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, now acting as resistance, which confirms it's now a resistance because that was just the breakout. Now, there is a slight divergence also here that kind of supports the bias to the downside. Okay, but let's be honest, if we were to continue higher, we could as well just see that reacting anyway, because it's a very important level. So we have to pay attention in case we start moving lower. Pay attention to potential pullbacks around the 50% or so. And either we go up, breaking finally with a confirmed sort of I would say with a confirmed breakout, or continue lower. So it's going to be one or the other. We are very near to having a very clear signal here, in my opinion. Okay, everything now points that there is strong resistance over here. We have, of course, the Fed testimony and the NFP on Friday. All of these events are very important to follow. For now, I want to do the Fibonacci over here, okay, and start looking at support levels. Okay, you got the 38 and you got the 50 and you got the 61.8. okay, all of them are important. Okay, pullback, correction, and anything below 61.8, a dip. Okay, all of them are likely. Now, when we look at dollar against the Swiss franc, we have actually had a signal over here, okay, as you can see on the RSI. And also, let's not forget that this is a diagonal, guys. So when we get diagonals after an extended move to the upside, and you know it's extended because we have had prices, above the RSI for a while in the overbought territory, then you know that a correction or a full-blown reversal is coming. Now over here, this is our channel, right? We've also come and retested that level over here, and then the other two attempts we missed it. That indicates weakness, and then we get the signal and off we go down. So we are falling quite fast, and now we're at 38. Okay, but we cannot ignore that coming down at the bottom of the channel, and also we are already oversold, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean we cannot fall further. This is an attractive level. It means that there might be an opportunity due, right, for a little bit of a respite. So maybe we're going to see something like this. Now, the idea here is not, of course, to go short. The idea is to wait to see what sort of reaction we're going to get at the bottom of the channel, because we have a hidden bullish divergence, okay? And we prefer, since the trend over here is to the upside as well, to be with long positions, if that makes sense, right? And then, of course, we'll be looking for the top for short positions, because the shorter term is to the downside. So if we assume that we go down to just like 92.73 or something, I mean, it's just a random level. We just have to look at the 38, 50, and 62 on the way up, and we want to see corrective price action with overlaps. And then you see there is already a cluster here, although of course, this is like full of assumptions, but 93.50 might be a good level where we can start to look for potential signals that suggest there's going to be a further downside coming. Now, if you look down at the 1 hour, you see that this move to the downside is quite sharp, right? So we have kind of moved in first, second, the third wave, which is the strong, and then over here we see something like an ending diagonal start to form. Actually, maybe even it's already finishing also, okay? And we do see some sort of divergence as well. So let's not forget, diagonal brought a move to the downside. Now this diagonal in the shorter term might be indeed the signal for further upside with the 93.50 in mind. When we get over here, and if we get over here, we'll start looking for signals, as the RSI is going to be again, of course, on the other side of the oscillation.